Welcome to the Art of Examinations Business Studies, a guide to passing examinations in all levels in high school by Madenge Edward Karaoke. The Art of Examinations, Action Verbs 1. We start with state. This means to express something definitely or clearly in speech writing. It is therefore not a one-word or two-word answer unless guided. An example. State four purposes of a 3-column cash book. 4 marks. Cash book is used to record cash received by a business. It is used to record cash payments by a business. It is used to record discount received from creditors. It is used to record discount allowed to debtors. It is used to record payments made by check. It is used to record checks received. It shows cash, bank, and discount balances brought forward and carried forward. It is used to monitor money or cash inflows and outflows of a business. Question number 2 about state. State 4 ways in which the government may influence the price of a commodity. 1. Increased taxation increases the price of commodities. 2. Decreased taxation decreases the price of commodities. 3. Subsidies decrease the cost of production, hence decreased prices by suppliers. 4. Quotas reduce supply, hence cause shortage and increase in prices. 5. Government fixes or controls prices of essential products like oil, electricity, water. 6. Regulations may decrease demand and supply, hence increased prices. 7. Increase in supplies or raw materials increase production, hence lowering prices and vice versa. And 8. Moral suasion increases bank rates for loans, hence increased prices of loans. Action verb 2. Highlight. This means to emphasize in a way that stands out. Question number 1. Highlight 4 circumstances which may make personal selling appropriate as a way of product promotion. 1. When the product requires special handling. 2. Where the firm has adequate resources. 3. Where the market is concentrated in one locality. 4. When the product sold is of high unit value. 5. Where there is need for demonstration. 6. When the producer wants to eliminate middlemen. 7. When introducing a new product into the market. 8. If the producer has his own warehouse. 9. Where there is need to address individual needs or requirements or consumer specifications. Number 2. Highlight 4 features of general insurance. The policy cannot be assigned to anybody else. The policy is a contract of indemnity. The insured must have insurable interest. The policy is usually renewable or a short-term contract. The policy has no surrender value. The policy cannot be security for a loan. Compensation is attached to the actual value of loss. Insurance caters for both property and humans or the sum assured. Action verb number 3, outline. This means to summarize the main points or write the important details of a story or an issue plus their supporting ideas. Question number 1. Outline 4 challenges associated with the satisfaction of human wants. 1. Scarcity of resources to satisfy all wants. It's insatiable since wants are recurring or endless. Wants are diverse, many or unlimited. Changes in taste, fashions, and preferences. Wants are habitual. Wants are competitive, basic versus secondary, which to satisfy first. The health status of an individual. Poor quality of products. Some wants are complementary. Action verb 3. Outline 4 conditions which are necessary for a successful development plan. 1. Establishment of a planning body. 2. Availability of adequate statistical data. 3. Fixing realistic targets or priorities. 4. Maintenance of proper balance in the economy. 5. Proper development policy. 6. Political goodwill, non-interference by politicians. And availability of resources to plan or implement. Action verb number 4, list or enumerate. This means to mention a number of things one by one, or a number of interconnected items or names written consecutively to establish the number of. Question number 1. List 4 securities that are traded at the Nairobi Securities Exchange Market. 1. Ordinary shares. 2. Preference shares. 3. Corporate bonds. 4. Treasury bills. 5. Treasury bonds. Question number 2. List 4 factors that may discourage the use of pipelines as a means of transporting petroleum products in a country. Lack of adequate capital finance for installation of pipelines. Availability of other means of transport that are cheaper alternatives. Rugged terrain that make it difficult and expensive to construct and operate pipelines. Fear of enemy attack or sabotage. Inadequate skills or labor to manage the pipeline or mismanagement of the parastatal. Natural calamities like earthquakes, volcanoes, fault lines that may affect smooth, proper inflows of petroleum. Lack of adequate technology to install pipes. Intermittent or unreliable electric energy to pump oil. Number 3. List the next 4 stages of historical development of money in order of occurrence after barter trade to commodity exchange. Commodity to metallic, metallic to coinage, coinage to paper money to credit or representative money, or plastic or virtual money like Bitcoin. Action verb number 5, illustrate. This means to describe using pictures or diagrams, and short explanations of the diagram are needed to serve as an example. Number 1, question. Using a well-labeled diagram, illustrate the effect of an increase in the demand on the equilibrium price and quantity. So we have the demand lines, DO, D1. The demand is increasing, but the price remains constant. So this is how it should look like. The title, the axis, well labeled, the various quantities or prices, equilibrium point 2, equilibrium point 1, and then the arrows showing shift or demand, the arrow showing decrease in price, arrow showing decrease in quantity demanded, and then the explanations. So price decreases from P1 to P2. Quantity increases from Q1 to Q2, and equilibrium point shifts from EP1 to EP2. Another illustration. Illustrate using a diagram the effect of war on equilibrium price and quantity. So this is the first diagram and this is the second diagram. So war will affect or lead to closure of farms, which will reduce supply of goods, leading to shortage, phasing or forcing equilibrium price to increase. And the explanation for diagram 2 is war will lead to reduction of population due to death and immigration or depopulation. The supply being held constant in the short term. This will lead to excess supply or surplus, which will be mopped up by reduction in equilibrium price. Thank you.